After a short ride along the beautiful Columbia River, students pour into the Columbia Gorge Interpretive Center and immediately spread out to take in the wide variety of history. Some head for art or the world's largest rosary collection, some for photos of history in the area, photos that might be of their great-great-grandparents. They move from one display to another. Soon these young people start deciding what they like best.
Well, I really like the giant sturgeon in the fish house because for normal sturgeon size, it's pretty big. My favorite thing was the fish now because I like how the current would pull it and then it would turn and catch the fish.
I like the fish wheel because I like how they can make it without having all the tools we have today.
I like the fish net because when they threw the soccer ball in it, it like came out like a fish that it was actually really going. And it kind of looked real, but the soccer ball didn't really look like a fish. And the fact that they caught so many fish, awesome.
I like the carvings because I know a lot of what they're carving of because I'm Indian too and I can understand. I really like them a lot. Really good carvings.
I really like the carvings because they just had nice, really cool colors and creatures I've never seen.
I like the bead purses since they looked cool since the beads were all sparkling and shiny.
My favorite thing here was doing the art thing because it's really creative and when you go home, you could hang it up.
I like to do the art thing where you have an Indian drawing that's carved into a rock, and you put a paper on it and color over it. The reason why I like it is because it was really fun to do, and I got to do it with my friend, and it's creative. I like the part where we got to watch the movie because it was really fun and educating, and you got to learn more stuff about how the world changes every year. And why I liked it is because it was really interesting. It had really good facts, and also the screen was really big.
The waterfall, and because it was cool making the splashes.
I like the house that they had here, and it showed
I liked the jewelry upstairs because it's really colorful and artistic, and it comes in all shapes and sizes. Well, I like the airplane best because I didn't really know that much about old airplanes.
I like the living history and the story about the giant beaver.
If you have never been to the Columbia Gorge Interpretive Center, you should listen to what children who have been there say.
I would tell them that they should come here and learn all about this, and they could learn so much and they could work here too.
I suggest that lots of kids come here because it's a really good opportunity that you get to like learn about things that are like from the past. It's just really neat and you get blown away. Ask their parents to come and have a great time. They said come here as soon as possible.
Tell their parents to come and tell them it's a really great place.
I would tell them to beg their parents to go because it's really fun and exciting.
I'd probably tell them to visit this place because it's really nice.
You might see a performance bringing history to life, including Native American life or Captain Clark's mother. You might learn about the old ways of doing things long before there was electricity or even roads in the area. Everyone is fascinated. Okay, so not everyone is fascinated. You'll find out about the first people who lived in the gorge thousands of years ago, and how Lewis and Clark paddled down the Columbia a few hundred feet away, and what the U.S. military role was in the gorge, and how people lived in small towns in the gorge many years ago. There are a lot of really cool things to see at the museum. a biplane, and a caboose, along with big noisy machines that are just like the ones used along the Columbia for fishing and in the hills for logging. You'll discover how massive floods ripped through the gorge thousands of years ago, and that the land where the interpretive center is now was under hundreds of feet of raging water.
Well, I like everything. I don't have a favorite because everything's just so awesome. It's really neat. I wish it was an overnighter because then you could actually learn about everything.
So after you visit the Columbia Gorge Interpretive Center and move around looking at all the displays, please let us know what you think.
So we're wrapping up this episode of Touring Around the Gorge down here at the Stevenson Landing, where a bunch of the river boats, like Queen of the West and Columbia River Sternwheeler and so forth, dock in the summertime, and all the tourists can flood into Stevenson and take advantage of all the little eateries and fine shops that there are. And so if you haven't been to Stevenson in a while, you should check it out. It's a great little town. For myself, John Compton, and my cameraman, Mark Hemingway, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Touring Around the Gorge.